You just got fired. Now what? Keep watching and I'll tell you exactly how to address this incredible disruptive experience with great faith and definitely great success. Hi, my name is Shawn Sommerkamp and this is Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I post 2 videos a week, so please like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you can be reminded when I do. Please also consider becoming a member at Motivationeer.com. Your membership really supports this channel. Thank you. I've actually been fired twice over my career. The most recent time, the seemingly most disruptive one, happened after I left GE for 11 years. I was kind of wooed away, which meant I left behind my GE pension to come to a software startup in the Boston area, which I did. And I sold my home as well to move down into that area for this job. No kidding, I was fired 3 months later. So I said seemingly because it really wasn't that disruptive at all. It just turned out to be a matter of my own perspective. I remembered Romans 8:28, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him and are called according to his purpose. With this mindset, I knew that God was at work even in that situation. After leaving my beloved GE and my wonderful potential pension behind, God was still working for my good in this situation. If you're watching this and you just got fired, what happened to you is part of your journey. There really is no going back. It's behind you now. And we can trust that God is intimately involved in our lives. He's intimately involved in your life through this situation, which means we can surrender all of our fears and all of our uncertainties and trust in God's will for our lives. In my one situation, as a result of leaving GE, going to this software startup and getting fired, I was able to start my coaching business, Motivationeer Christian Coaching. I was given a severance after getting fired. The truth is, I probably would have never left that cushy role at GE in my cushy corporate job if this software startup had not wooed me away. But because I did and got fired, I can now use that severance package as seed funding for my business. God definitely has something amazing planned for you as well. There's an amazing passage in Proverbs 16:33 that I think applies wonderfully in situations like this. It says, "Though the lot is cast into the lap, its every decision is from the Lord." So if you don't know, a lot is like dice, like rolling the dice. When Judas hung himself, the 12th apostle, in order to replace him with someone, the 11 cast lots, rolled the dice, so to speak, and they chose Matthias. The same is true for us with our faith in God. No matter how the dice lands in our career, it is part of God's ultimate purpose for us. He can work through any situation. He can use even you getting fired for your betterment. Most people, not necessarily you, but most, think immediately when they get fired, there's no way I'm going to be able to replace this job I had. The unemployment rate is so high or the market is so weak, I'll never be able to find a job like this again. It's hopeless. This, of course, is a limiting belief. The size of the global economy is incomprehensible. We can't grasp how massive it is. And we come to our conclusion about the difficulty of finding work because we think after applying to 5 jobs and not getting hired right away, there's no way lots of jobs are available. It must be a weak market. Those really are just lies. Lies that we tell ourselves. There are an abundance of roles for you. So many you can't comprehend it. And thanks to the recent events of this global quarantine we're all going through, overnight, companies now realize that they can actually still grow their business while all of their employees are working from home. You know what that means, right? You can now start looking for work across the breadth of your entire nation. You don't have just to look in your one little city or have to imagine picking up and moving to another city to find work. It now no longer matters where you live. If you're in Europe, you can look for work across all the European countries. If you're in North America, you can look for work in any part of the United States and all of Canada. If you're in Africa, you can look across the entire continent. Overnight, you now have access to tens of thousands of opportunities you never even knew existed or never were able to apply to. You now can. The truth is, though, I've actually worked from home in senior leadership roles for massive companies for more than 15 years. There's always been this opportunity to work from home, but COVID has really made it more obvious for people, and people believe that they can now. So you can believe that too. But Shawn, there's now so much competition. Everybody can work anywhere, so everybody from all over the place is going to be applying to these best jobs. Well, unless you scientifically measured how many people are unemployed, how many people are looking for that job, you can't actually know. But there is a hint of truth in what you're saying. It's economically known as the immutable law of labor, which means basically if a lot of people can do the job and a lot of people are willing to do the job, that job won't pay very much. So in a sense, if you're searching for something that a lot of people can do and are willing to do, you're right, there's going to be a lot more competition. I advocate, however, like I've said in many of these videos, if you pursue leadership roles, not everybody is willing or able to pursue leadership. That's because people have a warped perspective of what leaders are supposed to do, so they never even pursue those roles. I'm asking you to now consider that for you. And keep in mind that amazing truth that Jesus spoke in John chapter 10, verse 10. The thief comes to steal, kill, and destroy. I have come, that's Jesus, that they may have life and to have it abundantly. We don't want to let the thief steal our ambitions, kill our hopes, destroy our dreams. There is an abundance of opportunities out there for you. Really trust that. It's part of God's plan that it might go well for you. All things work for the good. And knowing that this economy is so massive, you can now start considering that getting fired is the best thing that ever happened to you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for 2 new videos each week. Tell me in the comments below about your career situation and I'll make a video for you with a shout out. You can also become a member at Motivationeer.com. Your career is not just a way to make a living, it's a way to transform the world.